Well, hello civilians. Welcome back to our channel, and today we will be continuing with our video where we talk about the problems that America is dealing today. So, let's begin. Now, America is dealing with a lot of problems which are as follows. The number one problem is homelessness. Today, there are millions of Americans who are homeless and are forced to live on the streets in inhuman conditions. Homelessness has become an epidemic in the USA. The crisis can be especially seen in the city of Los Angeles, where there are a lot of homeless people, and now there is a famous street known as Skid Row, which has become an epicenter for homeless people. Now you don't need to go to Los Angeles to see homeless people. Just go to YouTube and type Skid Row and you will be completely shocked by the results. When I found out that there are millions of Americans who are homeless, I was completely shocked as I thought that everyone living in the USA might be rich, happy, satisfied and successful. Homeless people don't just have to deal with homelessness alone, as there are other problems that come with being homeless. These problems include poor sanitation, poor hygiene, lack of decent clothing, food shortage, unemployment and various crimes that happen often with homeless people. Now the second point is expensive healthcare. Now if you happen to be an American and somehow you got sick, then you would experience a shocking reality, which is expensive healthcare. If you live in the USA, then chances are that you know the pain of going to a hospital, because you not only suffer physical or mental pain but also the financial pain of medical treatment. By the time you are physically fit to be discharged from the hospital, you are almost bankrupt. Now I don't know what sucks more, being in physical pain or financial pain. Maybe you can help me with the answer. If you have any suggestions, then please comment down below. Now the third point is expensive education. If you want to get educated in the USA, then it will be a costly affair, just like availing medical services. Quality education in America could cost more than what people can afford, and this might leave millions of students devoid of the necessary education that they need. There are millions of young students who are in massive debts which they took for studying in a prestigious university or to get into an Ivy League college. This student debt has created its very own bubble, which might burst anytime and also has the potential to give USA many problems. Now the fourth point is obesity and health disorders. Sometimes more wealth and prosperity doesn't equate to more success or happiness, and this is exactly the case with USA. While Americans enjoy one of the highest standards of living along with a high per capita income, they also suffer from chronic diseases such as diabetes, obesity, metabolic syndrome, heart diseases, and cognitive decline. When you combine all of these diseases with a culture that promotes fast food that has nothing but empty calories and an expensive healthcare system that is already overburdened with more patients than it can handle, then it becomes an epidemic. Now, if you add a pandemic and an ignorant president like Donald Trump, then it only gets worse, and that became a perfect recipe for disaster. Now the fifth point is gun laws. Gun laws in the USA aren't quite strict, and anyone can obtain a gun from the local gun store. This might sound good, but has been proved to be counterproductive, as there have been many mass shootings where a person goes on a rampage and ends up killing and injuring many people. Now USA needs to regulate their gun laws, or else the laws which were meant to protect their own citizens will keep hurting them. Now the sixth point is racism. Now do you remember George Floyd? Yes, he was killed because of racism. Recently, there have been a lot of hate crimes against the people that hail from Asian countries. This has raised a lot of questions on the integrity of USA, as it's known to take pride in the fact that diversity is one of their strengths, and that the country is the first choice for millions of immigrants across the globe when it comes to settle in a new country. If USA can't preserve diversity and can't protect their citizens or immigrants who belongs to various communities, then it's not good for the country's image and well-being in the future. Now the seventh point is inequality. Now USA might be a very prosperous nation, but it deals with some of the highest inequality in the developed world. While many other developed countries also face inequality, in the USA it's completely insane and off the charts. If we go into the specifics, then the top 1% hold more wealth than the bottom 50%. Since the cost of living is quite high in the USA because it's a developed country, a lot of people are finding it very hard to survive on a regular basis. In recent years, it has been struck with various recessions and a deadly terrorist attack. In the early 2000s, USA had to deal with the dot-com bubble as well as the 9/11 attacks. Then came the financial crisis in 2008, and then it was time for the pandemic in 2020. While bad events happened in the country, they have only affected the middle class or the poor. On the other hand, the rich and wealthy have become richer than before. All these events have led to a lot of financial and economic instability in the country. And if you combine this instability with massive unemployment and the rising inequality, it's again a perfect recipe for disaster. Now, these were the problems that the USA is currently dealing with. Now, to keep this video short and simple, we will end here. But in the next one, we will finally answer the question whether America is a superpower or not. So, stay tuned and do come back. Well, that was it for today, civilians. Now, if you really liked our content, then please like, comment, share, and subscribe, because it's your likes that motivate us to make more content just for you. And do follow us on Instagram, because our community of like-minded people is growing bigger day by day. So, thanks for being with us until the end. We will see you in the next one, and thank you.